Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Carol and the name of my channel is My Blessed Nest. And today I have a thrift haul for you. Okay, let's get started. Today's been a little bit of a long day. I usually spend Tuesdays at my parents'. So I promised myself if I could get the laundry done and get the dishes all cleaned up, I could have a cup of my favorite drink, the Mystic Chai that I showed you in the beginning. Oh my gosh, if you guys haven't tried it, it's at Sam's Club and it's so delicious. I can't even explain it. Anyways, let's get started on the haul. First, I'm going to show you some stuff I got at the bins. One night, actually it was during the day, I went to the bins and this is the only thing I found, but it was so worth it for me. This takes me back to my childhood. It was 23 cents. It doesn't have the little handle, but I don't care. I'm going to use it in my decor for the fall. And it's a tiny one, you can tell. I had the big one like this when I was a kid and I took it out Halloweening. So 23 cents, guys, at the bins. My heart stopped. I was like, oh. I saw it down in the bottom under a bunch of junk and I pulled it out and rescued it. Now another trip to the bins, I got a couple items here. I want to tell you how cheap this all was. I kept my receipt. So everything I bought on this trip was $1.26. It was 0.85 pounds and $1.49 a pound. I think they did just raise their prices. But this was $1.26, and then you guys, I had to buy a bag because I had a bunch of miscellaneous little things and I was afraid they'd go rolling all over the parking lot. So I bought a bag for 10 cents. So with tax and everything, I got all this for $1.45. So this is the first item that I purchased. Now you'll notice it doesn't have the clockwork in it, and it's just a cheap clock, like really cheap. And maybe you're wondering, why in the world did you buy this? Well, it had the clockworks in it, and that's why I bought it, because I knew it would be cheap. It's really, really light. And I have an I Love Lucy clock. If you didn't notice, I do love Lucy. And my I Love Lucy clock, I've had it for years, and it stopped running. And so we put new batteries in and coaxed it, and no avail. So I priced a new Clockworks at like Michael's, and they're kind of pricey. I think like $9 or something. And I didn't have a 40% off coupon, or I would have bought it, but I'm too cheap to buy it for $9. So I went to the bins, found this, had my husband take it apart, put the works in my Lucy clock, and it works great. So I'll show you a clip of that here. It is a little bit noisy for a clock, but I can deal with that for pennies. It's kind of charming. I got some, what are these called? I got some Tinker toys a while back, and I wanted to add to that because there wasn't quite enough to make the good stuff that my grandkids wanted to make. I'll be adding to the Tinker toys as I go thrifting and find it, especially at the bins. You can't beat that. But the thing I was most excited about was all of this. All of this was floating around the bins. It's the paperwork that comes with the Tinker Toys, and it gives you all kinds of ideas of what to build. And it's in good condition. I mean, it's in doable condition. And when I bought my Tinker Toys, it was like all shredded and messed up, and you couldn't even read it. So I was excited to find that. That was originally all I was going to purchase, and then I saw there was some Tinker Toys too. So I got those as well. And then still on the same trip, I got this package of brand new stickers. There's a couple missing now. The X and the O. I used them for my Valentine craft when I made the Valentine garland bead, and then I did the little wood piece at the end with the X and O, and it worked out perfect. And I did like a reverse stencil, I think you call it. I painted over the X and O, and then I peeled them off, and the color beneath shone through. It was really cool. But I'm sure I'll be able to use those in crafting. So that was it for the bins. And then the rest, oh, nope, I missed something. I used some of these too. I found this little bag of little wooden hearts, which I used for crafting back when I was making the snowmen in probably January. I did a video on that. If you want to see it, I'll link it over here, I think, wherever it shows up. And so I was running out of hearts, so I got a little bag of those. They were opened, but I figured, hey, for pennies on the dollar. Okay, and then the next stuff I'm going to show you is from regular thrifting. I got this book before, and since I already have it, I gave it to one of my grandkids, and so I got it again for another grandkid. I wanted to give you a little tip when you're looking for books. These sturdy books seem to hold up really well, and you can actually wipe them down easily with Lysol wipes. And there's usually not as much wear on these type of books, so these are good ones to look for. And I do look through every single page and make sure what condition it's in before I buy. Because one time I bought a dinosaur book, and it was my grandson's favorite book, but there was a part of it missing. I can't remember exactly what it was damaged or missing, and I always had to make up something when we got to that page, and it was just a hot mess. So always look through each page of the book so you know what you're getting. Also look at the, what is this, the binding, just to make sure. I almost bought a book the other day, and it was like all deteriorated and falling apart on the binding, and everything else was perfect. But that book, The Goodnight Moon, was $1. This one was $1 as well. It's kind of like a plasticky coating on it almost. I don't know if you've seen those type of books. And this is it's called My Lift the Flap Peekaboo, What is Hidden Behind the Flap book. And these are usually in very sad shape. But I went through, looked at the whole book, pulled open all the flaps, made sure that they were in perfect condition, or at least usable condition. But this was perfect. But very happy to find that for $1 for my grandkids. I had this next item on my wish list for a while. If you remember a while back, if you've seen a lot of my thrift videos, or this particular thrift video, I thrifted a little tiny glass bottle. It was about this high with a little stopper, and I use it in the bathroom to decant stuff into, and I wanted another one for mouthwash. Check this out. I paid up, in my opinion. $3 was a lot for it, but I love the shape of it and the lines, and then this stopper. It's really in there good. Oh my goodness. It's in good shape, and I feel like it's really going to seal well. I have to put it down on the floor to seal it. But isn't it cute? So I'm okay with $3 because I really liked it. I have a grandson that loves Thomas the Train, and I thought that was really cute. It wasn't marked. It's George. And it's got a little bit of wear on it, but he likes carrying around little things that he loves, and I could just see him carrying this around with him. And they charged me $1. I was okay with that. Okay, next item, I have a funny story to tell you. Have you ever seen these old school label makers? They don't really, as far as I know, make them like this anymore. This one was in a bag. And it was like in one of those plastic bags, you know, on the ends where they have all the goodies you can look through. $3. And it had 2 of the extra tapes. I believe they're dark blue and green. I actually had one of these when I was a kid, and it was orange. But what you do is you turn the dial to the letter where you want it, and you spell out whatever you want, letter by letter, and then you press. Like you hold the bottom and squeeze, and that makes your letters come out. And so I asked the girl that was working there, I said, do you mind if I open this bag and see if this works? And she said, absolutely, go ahead. So I did, and I put my daughter's name in because she had expressed interest in a label maker. And I thought, oh, I'll see if she doesn't mind it's old school. I'll pick it up for her if it works. So I put her name, her name's Jenna, and I typed out Jenna, and then I took a picture of it and I sent it to her, and I asked her if she would like to have this old school label maker, and she texted back, oh my gosh, it has my name on it. Yes. So I thought that was pretty cute. Okay, next, I have an adorable figurine I'm going to keep for next, not Halloween, next Valentine's Day. And I found this. Now, my friend Melody from PA, she's a subscriber, and she sent me the most adorable figurine in a friend mail. And ever since then, I always look at the figurines, and I found this one. Look how sweet. Can you see the, okay, on this tree, there's a little heart, and they're looking at each other. Actually, she's not looking at him. He's looking at her. She's kind of looking off in the distance, but oh well, isn't it adorable? And I could just see that probably on my two-tiered tray in the dining room. Let me tell you how much the figurine was. It's marked $3, but it was the yellow was the half off that day. And probably somebody's going to ask what kind it is. It just says Taiwan. So that's all I know. Okay, you guys know I love these. This one has like a little covered bridge on. They don't really show up well on camera, but you'll have to believe me. It's a round circle and the covered bridge is right here. I had never ever seen one with a green lid. They're always orange or red. And this is marked $2. I have a feeling I paid that because I've never seen a green one and I really wanted it. I would love to know if anybody has any of these and what color lids are on yours. And also, what do you use them for? This item might be my favorite item from the thrifting. You guys know I love Vera Bradley purses, and this is my favorite purse. And I mean the style. I have 3 of them now, I think, or maybe just 2. But the front zippers open, and inside you can see there's a place for your credit cards, which I absolutely love. There's a little spot in the back for something extra, and I put my receipts and a pencil down in here and my medicine, like headache medicine if I want to take it with me. And then when you open it inside, there's a little pocket here for some stuff, and then a nice big open space, and then there's a magnet thing on the back, and it was $6. That was at the Goodwill. And also it's a crossbody, and the strap is adjustable, which I love, and you can throw these in the washer, which I'm going to do before I use it, which I love that about it. Okay, that's all the thrifting stuff. Now I have a little bonus, and that is a couple items from my mom and dad's house. So the other day we were looking in my mom's hutch, and I said, oh, I love those little green dishes. And she said, take them. And I said, I wonder why I didn't take those, because she let me look through her hutch, and I love the green dishes. So look at these, how adorable. And I have my little light. Look, they glow. Isn't that cool? So that means they're, I think it's called Vaseline glass, but there's 6 of them. And then I got 2 dresser scarves. Do you remember those? My mom actually hand embroidered these. This one is a deer, which I'm crazy for deer. It's the same on both ends. I believe she bought a kit and she hand embroidered these probably when she was first married, and then she bought the lace separately and sewed it around the edges. And then the other one is like a farm. Look at this, how darling. Same thing on both sides, and then same thing, she sewed the lace around the edge. And the last item is from my dad. He's on to me. He knows I love old radios. Look what he found in the basement. Oh my gosh, this is so stinking cute. It's got like the, I don't know if it's leather or, probably not leather, but like a braided little handle. I love the front here. It's like a patterned grid, and then the back is just black. Now, the thing on the side says save. What does that mean? Does anybody know? Like maybe you want to set your station and set your station and save it? I don't know. And on the front it says Westinghouse, and then it's got the numbers here to dial in your station. And I'm assuming this is the volume. Isn't that adorable? I need to put some batteries in and see if it works. My dad didn't know. He just found it. He excavated it out of his basement. He's been cleaning up his basement. So I will check it out, put some batteries in it. That's it for my thrift haul today. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, I'll link that below. And be watching for a special surprise video that I have coming soon. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You'll have to watch and see. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.